The following podcast is a Dear Media production.
You guys lived together prior to getting married?
Yeah. We've lived together like pretty much our entire relationship. I moved in with Cody like 6 months into our relationship.
For us, it was not the same because we did not have sex before marriage. We were 20 and we didn't live together. So it was very different.
Oh my God.
We did not have normal.
I didn't realize that. I knew you guys were young.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out for both of you.
Yeah. It's crazy looking back.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you lose your virginities on your wedding night?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
I've always been really curious about that. Like, you don't know what's going to happen the night of your wedding. Like,
you
can't. I feel like you'll have sex after you're married, but sometimes it just might not be that night.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If you're Mormon, it's happening that night.
Okay.
Because it's never happened before. So there's a lot
Were you so excited?
It's like,
or was it like weird?
It's almost like there's weirdness, but not in a way it's like, oh, this is awkward. It's just like everyone knows.
Yeah.
Everyone
totally.
knows.
Totally.
You know?
Yeah.
That it's like,
awkward.
oh, this is going to be happening today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you
It's
kind of
awkward.
have this weird feeling.
It's awkward, that everyone at your wedding knows what's happening later that night.
God,
you're walking
I'm sure.
around and
Yeah.
You're doing
the bride
like
and
an
the groom.
exit and it's like, bye. And it's like, you know what's about to
Oh my
happen.
God.
Everyone
Yeah.
knows.
Wow.
Also, I feel like Mormon weddings are so different because no one's drinking. It's just like, get it done fast so you can go and consummate the marriage and then you're done.
That's so interesting.
What's your summer vibe? What are the summer plans?
Oh, we traveled so much at the beginning. Like, we traveled a lot in May and we traveled a lot in June.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like we both kind of want to just like be home and like enjoy being home.
Mm-hmm. That's how we feel too.
Yeah, we've been saying the same thing.
When you live in Southern California too, that's where everyone else is coming. You're like, this is the place to be. For the summer anyway.
Exactly. Like, I want to have like people over. Like, I want to like just do like wholesome things at home.
Are you in your hosting era?
Maybe. Saying that like kind of made me feel like I could be. We just moved, and so like, you know, when you move and you're like, you just start to like envision
your new life.
Yeah, and like people coming over and you like doing things. We did have people over like last weekend, and I was probably the world's worst host. So maybe not. Like, I was kind of just like, I don't know where anything is. Go find a plate yourself. Like, why are you talking to me? So maybe I need to practice hosting, but I could be in my hosting era if I try a little harder.
Whenever I go look at a new house that we're going to be in, I'm like, oh, this is perfect for people. I'm like, I never have people.
No, that's the thing.
Why am I basing my whole purchase off of this?
Totally. When you're like looking at a new house, I do think like you start to just like romanticize every single thing about this house, and you're like,
things you've never done in your
reality, when would I sit outside? Yeah. Like, there are so many times where like, no, I just like would love to sit outside for once and tan, and it's like, I've never done that.
Yeah.
I've never sat by myself and tan. And like, I'm not going to start doing that now. Maybe I will. I won't. I don't know. But it's like, it's so true. Like, you just start to like really hype it up.
You think you're going to live a completely new life.
Totally.
There was a patio off the master. I'm like, this is everything I've needed.
Yeah.
A patio right off the master that I can walk out on in the morning.
Yep.
Sit, meditate,
Sit your coffee.
journal.
Yeah.
Sip my warm lemon water right here. I'm like, never done that.
Never
So why
done
would
that
I?
a single time.
Yeah.
No, I know. I kept saying something about a breakfast nook.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, this is perfect for the breakfast nook. I'm sorry. When have I eaten breakfast? Just like, when have I even had breakfast, let alone a breakfast nook to sit down in?
A whole section of my house dedicated to breakfast.
Yeah. That I don't participate in. Like, so I don't really know what if the hosting or anything like that is going to come, because I don't know that I have it in me.
Do you like to cook? No. Don't worry, you're in good company.
I don't.
You're in a safe space.
You're in a safe space.
I don't dislike to cook. I just get so overwhelmed, so stressed. I'm not fun or like cute in the kitchen. Like, Cody does the cooking.
Okay.
And anytime I try to help, I get like kindly escorted out back to the couch. Like, just, it's like, thank you. Okay, thanks. I actually got it from here. You can go sit down. Because I'm just like, get the measuring cups. Like, you know, like measuring
so
everything. Messy. It's not for me. But I need to get better at it. I think sometimes I'm like, I'm almost 30. You know, like,
you know what?
There's gonna be like
me?
kids around one day. Like, I'm gonna need to like be able to like just whip something up besides like mac and cheese.
I always think about this, but my mom is one of the best cooks I know. She is an amazing baker, and I remember asking her or talking to her about it, and she was like, oh, I didn't get into all this until I was mid-20s. Like I didn't do any type of cooking until I was like mid-20s, and now you know it's like 20 years later, and I'm like, oh, I was shocked by that because I mean, I'm in the later 20s, but still, it's like, okay, there's still hope for me.
There is still hope. Like, I really think that there is. And also, like, we could maybe just, like, maybe we could craft, like, 3 things that we get really good at making. And then everyone's like, oh, my God, it's their classic pasta salad.
Yeah.
And then you're, like, known for your pasta salad, but you can't actually do anything else. But, like, you make this one really good thing so everybody thinks you're a good chef. What do you about Case? What are you going to make him?
I make him a lot of, I was just saying, I make him a lot of plain foods. Unfortunately, I need to learn how to mix them all together. Like I'll make him beans and veggies and cook up some stuff, but I don't make like a veggie bean unit patty, you know? It's like, I want to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
I just recently, I'm knocking on wood so I don't jinx myself, I've been in my cooking area for the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
For multiple meals a day. Like I cook for him a lot, but I wouldn't cook for me. I would just like make him something, put so much effort into it. And then for me, I'm like, oh, I guess I'm postmating for myself.
Right.
But we'll see.
Is being picky like an inherent thing, or is it like they didn't get exposed to enough types of food and that's why they become picky?
I mean, me, the child expert, I would say in my experience of one child for a little over a year would be, I think that it's just they're not exposed to enough textures.
I do think it's a texture thing.
Yeah, because if you introduce a food, like if I introduce a new food to Case that's a little crunchy or different than he's used to, it takes him a couple times of feeling and playing with it before he eats it. So I think if you're introduced to a lot of different textures of food,
you have to experiment.
Yeah, then they get used to it and they're like, oh, okay, this isn't too crazy.
Right. I think I'm still pretty picky when it comes to eating. There's a lot of textures that I don't
jive with.
Yeah. I think what I'm more picky about is like I'm actually really freaked out about getting food poisoning.
Wait, I have a deep fear.
No, me too. Like it's really bad. And so like I am checking the expiration dates on every single thing. I am like, if I don't think the meat at a certain place would be cooked, I will get like just veggies. Like it's pretty intense. So
I'm the same way. I will literally, it's so far as to like, well, I smell everything too. Like I'll like open the milk and like smell it a million times.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I'm too scared to smell it. I have someone else. Like if someone's saying next to me, I'll be like, will you smell this and tell me if it smells good or not?
Because you want to know why I'm scarred. Because when I was like 5 years old, my parents were, maybe I was older, I don't remember, but my parents were always so annoyed of just how picky I was. Like, you know, I was just annoyingly like, no, I just want plain or whatever.
Yeah.
And my dad made me cereal. And I was like, I took a bite. I'm like, this tastes like throw up. And they're like, JC, eat it. And then I kept being, I was like, I can't. It tastes like throw up. And my dad took a bite. He literally almost gagged. He's like, that is the most rotten milk.
Oh my God.
So.
Wow, kind of empowering for you though.
Yeah, vindicating.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that like started the fear, but I'm the same way. If I even like I had turkey bacon the other day and I had opened it and used it, and then literally the next day, like I had bought it the previous day and it wasn't going to go bad for weeks. And I'm like, I don't know if I can even make it because it was already opened and like exposed to air. And Leif's like, really? I'm like,
I know. No, I'm the same. I am the complete same. So that's really where my pickiness comes in.
And seafood kind of scares me too with that, because one of my best friends got the worst food poisoning when we all went to sushi one night.
That always scares me.
And that scares me too.
I won't go to sushi restaurants on like certain days of the week.
What's the days of the week?
You're not supposed to go on Monday. Basically is the only day.
The beginning of the week, maybe?
Because it's the end of like the weekend sushi. So like they get a new so they get a new shipment like Tuesday and
maybe like Friday.
Okay.
So like Monday is like where it's like,
ooh, that's
bad.
Good to know.
Yeah. I mean, it really, I kind of feel bad that I'm even telling you this because like it's hindered my life. So I'm sorry to put that on you guys now. Yeah.
No, that's good to know.
That is good.
Yeah.
New fear unlocked.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I mean, just sit me down long enough and give me a microphone and I'll just freak everyone out. So